Hi there, this is Java Jim with First Line Equipment, and today we have the Nurri all-lever espresso machine. Basically has a nice lever right here with some paddles. Today we're going to go over some of the accessories and then how to properly set up the machine. The first thing you want to make sure to do is don't fill the reservoir ever when it's inserted into the machine. It is removable, needs to be cleaned at least once every 2 weeks with dishwash. So is this capable of going to dishwasher or no?
But you don't put in the dishwasher, you just clean it a bit. I mean, it will be never so dirty. You just remove, a bit of dust inside, but that's it.
Exactly. That's why on our website we says, do not put anything in the dishwasher, nothing. So, do not use reverse osmosis, distilled nor purified water in these machines because they're corrosive. The espresso doesn't come out good, and more importantly, the machine won't work right. And this is why we say use it in tank mode for 3 weeks, because the machine keeps on filling and filling and filling. It's because the water is too pure. So we have a pitcher here. We're going to fill it with some water. Okay, and then you'll see this part right here, okay, goes towards the front. The slanted edge goes towards the back. And then we're going to seat this in here.
Yes.
And it goes into a sleeve. And it will slide down. And if the cover tank, or the cover for the tank sticks out, means you don't have it in properly. You'll put that in place to keep the dust out. And then close the lid. Next, if there's no leakage here, which there shouldn't be, we are going to plug it in. If there is leakage there, it means a hose got loose in transit. But it shouldn't, because we sent it on a pallet. And just so you know, Antonio brought me this nice hat, so I'm wearing the hat for him. Now we're going to plug in. If you could please excuse me.
Sure.
For 1 second, let me get this plugged in back here.
There we go.
All right, so now we got 3 blue lights here. What do we do?
So the first things we do, there's a switch on the right side or the left side of the machine if you are looking from the front. And so you turn this switch on, okay? Like this. Then you push the first switch here for a couple of seconds, like this. You hear the noise, and at this moment the machine is on. It fills up the boiler.
Which boiler?
The steam boiler, and the group head, the cartridge into the group head starts to hit the groups.
Okay.
So now we wait up to the boiler will be filled up, because we have to do the saturation of the coffee boiler, which is the second boiler you have. This machine is actually a dual boiler, lever dual boiler, one of the a few machines with the lever system and dual boiler mechanism. So we wait, there we go. The steam boiler is filled up, but it's not yet on. Both boilers are off.
Okay.
And the reason is we want now to saturate the coffee boiler with some air in, all right?
Okay.
So as we do the saturation, the coffee boiler will be, full of water, of course, and so the temperature will be much more controllable. This is the reason. So we just pull the right paddle towards the machine. This will activate the inbuilt pump we have inside. There we go. We let for less than 1 minute. As soon as we see the shower, nice. The water is now cold, despite the fact that group head is heating up. So I think this is enough. You do this when the machine is cold. So at the early beginning, and you do just once.
When the machine is empty of water.
When the machine is empty
and
of
it's basically
water.
new or somebody drained it.
Yes. When you start the pump, you activate also a timer. You can read here on the display. So to reset it before you start, you just pull the left paddle towards you and it will be back to the temperature. Now, we put both boilers on by simply pushing those, and you see the light is on now.
So the power button is here. The
Yes.
steam button is in the middle for the steam
Correct.
boiler, and the coffee button is here for the coffee boiler heat.
Exactly.
Now, which boiler heats first?
The coffee, because it's smaller, because it's saturated.
Is that the
and,
priority boiler?
Yes.
Okay, can you change that?
You can eventually change it. Yeah.
You can have steam boiler have priority?
You can eventually. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But we prefer to have the coffee. I think
Right.
it's.
But can the
it's
user
better.
change it, or it has to be programmed into the
It
machine?
has to be programmed.
Okay, so the user cannot change it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, just to make sure so customers understand.
Yeah. So the display, the PID display, what you can get here. So you get all the temperatures of the coffee boiler, steam, and the group head. The group head again is has two cartridges inside. Two cartridge, 150 watt each. So 300 watts will keep the group head warm in about 8-10 minutes.
Okay.
So this is very fast for a lever machine.
In 110 or 220 volts?
110, yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. You have also the elements of the boilers that are 1000 watt, and can keep easily the temperature during brewing espresso. So again, you have three temperatures on the display. Each temperature is, signed by a small dot you see here on the display. Eventually, you can frame the display better.
So when it's to the...
If you see the dot here,
all the way
it
to the...
moves. Yeah.
All the way,
Now
when the
it's
dot's all the way to the right, what does
the
that mean?
first one, first boiler. Second dot, here is the steam boiler, and then the last one is the group head. In other
So
words,
each light moving is in relation
corresponds to.
Wow, that's
a
very
temperature.
smart. Who thought of that?
We did it. Well, it's you can eventually also hide, for instance, the group head temperature if you want to focus only the boiler's temperature. But we thought, it's better to have all the three temperatures you can get. As you see, it's already warm.
Yes.
And of course, you can change this set point by simply pushing both buttons. So you have T1, T2, T3. Again, T1, T2, and T3. So in a row, you get all the temperature, and you can set whatever you want. I think we have at the moment the set point we factory set is 93, 93 and 135 for the steam boiler, and same 93 for the group head. So doing this set point, or whatever, 90 or 98, we have an extremely precise temperature control over a lever machine, which is not that usual. Lever machines are beautiful. We are from Naples, and we are really, really in love with this type of machine.
Oh, I know that.
The traditional lever machine is not really able to control the temperature properly, and that's got a very high consumptions of energy and a long warm up. So we get rid of everything, and we get the machine ready in about 10-12 minutes to the coffee. We have lower consumption, less than 30%, because we have we maximize in a way the power we use, and we get the machine really, really fast ready for coffee.
Anything else you could do through the touchpad here?
Yes, actually you can change the parameter of the speed, but this is already something more advanced, and eventually is written in the user manual.
So it's written in here?
Everything, yeah.
Okay. And then included at this time of the video, we have the bottomless portafilter, we have the dual spout portafilter, we have heavyweight tamper, and then we have 4 baskets.
Yes.
One is for a blind for back flushing detergent. So make sure you watch our back flushing, which you can do with the paddle.
Correct.
Okay. And then we have the two cup and a single. I consider this a paperweight. I don't like single cups.
You don't.
I don't know how they like them in Naples, but I don't like them. So let's put in the larger. So this goes in pretty easy. If it's difficult, push it in that way. If you need to remove the basket, use the single cup to get these out.
He's an expert.
I try to be. I just started yesterday, just to let you know.
Oh, did you?
Yesterday was my first day
All right.
making espresso. So that's why I'm asking these dumb questions. But you put that on there, and then it's also
3
Lips.
how do you call them?
I call them lips, but
Lips. Oh.
and you can see it's a little difficulty putting on because the gaskets are new, so
Yes.
it will take some time. And as you notice, this is not perpendicular. Over time, it'll work its way over and then over a little bit more.
Yes.
And then that gasket needs to be changed for the portafilter gasket in there and the dispersion screen.
Correct.
Okay, how about the gaskets in the piston here? How many gaskets are there?
There are actually, there's one big one, it's called lip gasket because it's a little bit, like conical like this way, and it keeps the pressure inside the group. But, I would say for domestic use, you really need a lot of time, to get...
Right, but how many gaskets total in here? Two or three?
Two.
Two gaskets.
Yeah.
Okay. And then here's the drip tray. Okay. Now, if we wanted to plumb it in, what do we need to do?
What you need to do? Well, you need to get these hose to your mains water connections. Underneath here, you get the water connection too, and
So it's
you
back
just you just plumb it in, and then you can get also here. And then you can get also the waste for the drip tray.
Drain, and that connects that connects on the bottom here.
Yes.
Whoop, just spilled a whole bunch of water. So that'll connect right down in here.
It will be connected, with
the elbow.
With the elbow here, and then you use this one to make sure that your hose will be always, on the bottom of the table, so that drain will flow easily.
So it doesn't go up, it stays down.
Yeah. This is my invention. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. And where does this go? Towards the back?
It goes underneath the machine.
immediately?
Yeah. It's made on purpose, to be held like this under the machine somewhere where you have the holes,
Okay.
for wasting your water.
And this is what, 1 meter?
I think more. It's 1.2 meters.
1.2?
Yeah. If you like longer, you can get longer. No problem.
So how does this go?
It goes like this way. You want to see? So you put this elbow underneath the drip tray, then you will literally have the hose here somewhere, like this way.
Right.
Okay. Then you put this bracket somewhere underneath the machine, wherever you have the hole for wasting the water.
So does this hose go this way?
This way.
Or does it go this way?
No, it goes this way.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, sure.
Want to make sure you know everything.
The idea is...
So we'll show here, the hose goes like this, goes to the drain. Okay, and then this comes out and this stays under the machine. How do you say capisco in Italian?
Yeah, capisco.
Maybe in Naples they say a little different. Capuche? How do you say? Capite? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
There we are.
that's basically it for the setup. We'll get some photographs, hopefully, on our website to show you how to make the connection. But go visit this on our website to see more details about the espresso machine. And this is pretty much the setup of the Nurri A-lever dual boiler espresso machine with the PID controller for not only the coffee boiler, steam boiler, but also the group head. Thank you for watching. Please share our social media channels and also subscribe to our social media channels. Please give us a thumbs up because we have Antonio from Nurri here, and also a thumbs up for the nice hat that he gave me. And as I always say, coffee first, everything else second. Have a nice day. Take care.
Ciao.